Hi guys, I'm CGTN reporter Ziyuan, and this is my colleague Angela.
I said, hey guys, hope you're having fun wherever you are.
And we're now at the construction site of the Workers Stadium.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're such a pro as a football fan.
I wish. I'm like a full fan. I just like the atmosphere. I think I like being at football matches instead of actually probably watching the game. I think that's really bad.
And so we're now at the construction site, and this location started renovation like September 2020, and now they're handing over by the end of this year, so by the end of 2022. So about 2 years, and we can already see the shape being here, and our cameraman will give you a look at the surrounding. So we are actually at a lunch break, so it's quieter.
It's a lot quieter
otherwise
than came in the morning.
Yeah.
Especially you can see all the roofs that's already in place. And with this actually particular structure, because this is such a significant structure as well within Beijing, so I think a lot of people, a lot of viewers, whether you're from Beijing, from China, or even overseas, this is definitely a landmark place, and I think for 2 years it's been renovating.
But I feel bad.
It's been a bit quiet.
Yeah, but for us it's more like the social vibe, like the
definitely.
Yeah, the nightclubs
exactly.
and stuff. But when I know here, actually known for example, there are like yoga studio attached to it, as well as a lot of workout places. So this is not only served as like a soccer stadium. Originally it has track and field, but they actually remove it around. So we're
technically standing right above the pitch, the football pitch right now. So the grass will just be a bit below us, not too far below us.
So if you can take a look at outside,
I don't know if
you can see the wall right across. And according to the expert and designer, they told us that will be how tall the soil is.
I think it's like so you see that concrete level, that concrete wall you can actually see. So above that is where the grass will be. So that's where the football pitch is actually going to be. So it'll be elevated as well from the ground. It's actually a lot higher than I expected.
Originally they say like 3 meters, and I checked, it's actually 10.
What? 10 meters for the field?
Yeah, for the field. So it will be very, I don't want to say fluffy, but like
how close people will be to the actual pitch when the game begins. Because you can actually see where the red and white fence are. That's actually the first row of for the audience. So you're very lucky if you get those seats, literally field side seatings. I think those tickets might be quite expensive.
Yeah, so our architect of the stadium is a little bit ahead of us, but
so we'll speak with her in a little while. But also we're going live on Weibo, YouTube, Twitter, and on our app. So if you have any comments, remember to leave them in the comment section. Any questions, because this is really, I mean, for me, once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to come into the Workers Stadium when it's being kind of revamped, getting a new facelift. And I think especially here, it's very special in the fact that it was built in the first Workers Stadium was built in 1959. So that was like during the 10th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. And that's among, I think, 10 architects, landmark architects in Beijing, which includes like the Great Hall of People and the National Museum. So I think when this was being renovated, it was definitely among some controversy, because it's home to a lot of people, a lot of football fans, because it's also the home of Guan football team. So that's a Beijing football club.
And yeah, adding to that, so it actually first held the Asian Cups in 1990, and then the Beijing Summer Olympic Games in 2008. So it already witnessed a lot of historical moments here. And the reason why we walk the slope here is because in comparison to the old version, this one is actually increased in angle. So people can actually, as you just mentioned, sit at the front row, but no matter which row you're sitting at, you can really definitely
see the ball.
Yeah, see the ball going on and kicking around. So that's why we want you to have a feel of why we're walking on the slope.
You don't want people blocking your view, especially when you're trying to chase that little ball around.
Popcorns.
Well, yeah, so it's actually, when you look at it from the exterior, it's actually very similar to the old stadium as well. And I think that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to kind of keep its original shape, but just kind of upgrading and making it more futuristic and sustainable. So here we've invited the architect of Zhonghe Gongti. So would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Ying Huang. I'm one of the architects of the new Workers Stadium. And it's really an honor to be here today to introduce the transformation story for the over 60 years old stadium.
Yeah, 60. I mean, the first thing when you got involved with this project, what was going through your mind?
I think since we start the design stage, there's also a core principle to hold for us. We call it 3 remains.
Okay.
The first remains is about the shape. We keep the old shape.
Purposely
the exterior.
The old shape of the old stadium since 1959. And which means in the master plan view, we can see the relationship between the stadium and the whole seat is not changed. And the third remains, I would say, would be the facade. The facade.
The facility around it, the
No,
seating.
the facade.
Oh, the facade around here.
Yeah. We got 80 columns.
80?
Yeah, 80 columns around the facade. So we remain these 80 columns as usual, as the old stadium. And the third remain, I think it would say we reuse the old architectural characteristic components.
Yeah, so like building on top of the old building kind of upgrading.
Yes, on the ground and on the wall and even in the stadium. So we are really warm welcome for the people after our construction to be here to find these old things and hope they will remind their old memories here.
Exactly. I think for a lot of the football fans, that's what it is. It's nostalgia.
Like finding, check. Oh, I found this, check.
Maybe.
I remember this. I remember that. But I think that's definitely a lot harder as well, right, for when as an architect, because I think when you're designing something completely new, that's a lot easier doing it ground up. But then when you have kind of a lot of things that you have to consider, things that you have to keep, and you have to kind of build around that. I think is that kind of where the challenge is?
Sure. Because it's always harder than to build a new one. It's rebuild it, and we should keep something from the old memories. So that's I think that the 3 remains I told you.
So, but speaking of what remains here, what about some new factors that add into it? Especially, we talk about they want the viewers to have a closer experience of not being blocked. So, what are some of the elements that you consider?
We can see from this view the new, totally new sitting ball. We redesigned and rebuilt it by increasing the slope. That will bring 2 main benefits. The first one is we will add more seats for the fans. And the capacity of the new stadium would be 68,000 seats.
68,000.
And another one is you can see the city ball like a bowl, the shape ball.
The shape.
Like a bowl.
This shape will provide a more passionate or more better environment for the fans to watch the games.
That's like keeping the atmosphere within, right? So you get that echo when people start
huge
chanting.
cheering noise.
Exactly.
And we heard you added the photo tag board too for electricity and being
very
more sustainable.
eco-friendly as well.
So what's the consideration behind that?
For the
or like the solar panels. I know a lot of things will be solar panels.
Yes, we got some panels on the roof.
Oh, on the roof.
You can't see in this view, but you would see it on the higher view. And it will collect the energies from the sun. And by some technical method, we will collect the energy and used to support the stadium and the garage under.
Or the parking
and the parking area,
That's definitely a new thing, having like more parking.
More parking, We do a lot about this discovering, exploring the underground space to find more possibilities. We provide about 2,000 parking space for this area. Not only for Gongti, this area, but also for the Sanlitu area.
Definitely.
It's a really big issue to parking, to find a parking place.
It's huge. I don't know if any of you guys watching at home, if you guys actually been to Gongti, the Sanlitun area, the traffic is always a nightmare.
Especially during the weekend.
Especially during the weekend when there are matches and when there are concerts, because this is also be used for entertainment. And then it's just basically a standstill, because also with the tube stops, the subway stations, they're all quite far as well. So then people just want to kind of get taxis, they want to drive in, and then it's just chaos.
We got 2 lines at the northwest part of our project. We have 2 lines, 2 metro lines. Yes.
Perfect. That would just stop here.
Yeah. Okay. So what about the consideration? Just not only limit to the soccer stadium. I know you guys also plan underground space. What's the consideration behind that, and what are the purpose that it goes way beyond than just being a soccer stadium?
Just like I mentioned, yes, we put a lot of effort on explore the underground possibilities. So we explore about 100,000 square meters, the commercial space. Yes, so everybody can find their fun here, like to shop, to eat, to have fun here. Yes, and we will bring it to a whole entertainment space here. Yeah.
Wow, so a lot to expect. And what are some of your personal highlights? I'm just curious, because you know it inside out. So I'm really curious, what's your personal highlight?
Apart from the sitting ball we provide for the new fans, we also keep the old. You can say in the north side stand. It's the every fans concerned about the north stand. It's called Die Hard stand, you know.
Die Hard stand, right behind the home goal.
We will provide about 50,000 seats for them, and it will be a really passionate,
loyal
area.
member,
very
loyal member.
It's right behind like the home goalpost, so you want to see your team kind of scoring that goal,
and cheer for them. And
it goes crazy. So it definitely needs reinforcement, and people start jumping, right? But I mean, we're talking about keeping like the old facade, the old structure, but actually this stadium, the roof is very new. Right. This is also for the AFC standards as well, because obviously next year the Asian Football Cup will be hosted here, one of 10 cities, and this is definitely a new thing that's coming in.
So just like you said, we were, as a plan, we will finish the construction period in December 2022 this year. It's just in time for the 2023 AFC Cup, so Asia Cup. So the new roof, not only for the Asia Cup, but also for the maybe World Cup or something like that.
Future Cups.
Maybe. And so, you know, the old stadium doesn't have the roof. So obviously the fans watch the games without any recover, you know. So so you can see the really powerful, beautiful, and huge roof for the new stadium. And we will protect the fans away from the sunshine, strong sunshine or raining.
Because the old stadium obviously didn't have as many considerations, and that's why a lot of stadiums overseas are also undergoing renovation to kind of keep in time with kind of the needs and the necessities for the audience, to provide that atmosphere, that comfortable environment. And I mean, this kind of has that resemblance as well to a lot of the UK stadiums, because I know you studied in the UK as well, right? So you kind of look at it, and this is very high-tech, very state-of-the-art, and it's also got that kind of a tiny bit of that UK taste of state-of-the-art stadiums, right?
Yes, sure. And we also provide some spectator facilities from the first floor to the fourth floor. It will provide some lounge, bars, bathrooms, restaurants for the fans to use during the match.
So just between the first and fourth floor, we will already have some bars, restaurants to go to.
Perfect. That's what you guys
will find. So not only popcorn, but a lot more options. And
exactly.
Wow.
Sure.
And we were just talking about also earlier the football pitch itself, how it's elevated. I mean, are there anything that's different to what it was before, the football fields before? Because, I mean, Beijing is quite dry in terms of weather and everything. So, I mean, keeping that grass to the FIFA standards must be quite hard as well.
Under the grass, you can see we got about 2 meters high. It will
2 meters. Wow.
yeah. You can't just see the grass on the face. Under that, they were got 2 meters high. It will have some facilities to feed the feed to grass, all the 浇水.
To
like
water the grass,
yes.
like, for it to grow, because it's all natural, right?
Yes, and it's also auto generated.
Yeah.
Auto generated. Wow. I mean, going through this, because we do have to talk about it being kind of during the COVID time as well, building. This must have been a very difficult task, and especially with such a tight deadline as well. What was the most kind of difficult for you guys?
You know, I wear the mask now, so you can not see my face. Yes, and it's really hard for us, really, because about the supply chain, you know, we can't have the materials for the building all the time. So, but we got the deadline this year, so we need to fight for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's already coming along perfectly. Perfect.
And it's just, I think it's tons of steel, because it's a steel structure, and we talk about supply chain. And also the person in charge of the entire facility also said that it's so hard to get the materials outside of Beijing and then come in here. So a lot of things going behind the scenes that we cannot just include everything here.
Working with a pandemic and trying to find ways to make it work while still trying to keep safe for everyone.
So we got tests every day.
Well, thank you guys so much for making this amazing, and hopefully we'll be able to come in here when it's all done again.
So really welcome you guys back here.
Well, we have it on record now, so when it's time, we're definitely coming back.
Okay.
Right, well, then we'll take a little walk around ourselves, and then take our viewers
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you so much, and good luck with everything.
Yay. So we are checking out the audience seat for our audience for the very first time.
This is literally the first time, I think, for you guys to see this, before even anything is done. I mean, even the seats are not put in yet, but I can't actually wait to
you can kind of
come
see
back
it though already.
It is, all the shape. I mean, the actual structure, the facade, the roof, everything is now in place. And it's just kind of more of the interior things that they're now going to put in. And also, I think one thing that we're probably going to lose some signal soon as well, so there'll be some clips
bear with us, and we prepare some clips for you in case we suddenly disappear. That you can see the exterior design that she just talked about, and then you can fit into some of the progress, because there is a time-lapse video actually include, so you can see how it actually goes up from the ground.
And it'll also be interesting to kind of hear you guys' story, your memories of Gongti, because I think this is also a big factor of this renovation, is keeping those memories and whilst kind of moving forward with an upgrade of the stadium. So it'll be very interesting for you guys to kind of send in your comments to us. Let us know what your memories of the Gongti was, or your memories here, because I know a lot of you, even if you don't come here for the football, you do come here for other things.
Yes. like us,
But because you mentioned earlier as well, it's all still structure.
And I think the image you're seeing right now, the little cubes, they say they're going to turn into like...
these are like offices, like control rooms. Because obviously for a stadium to work, it's not just the footballers, it's not just the audience. I mean, they're very important parts, but it's also the...
place to get souvenir for your Beijing Guan
Exactly.
team,
It's all the staff that goes behind the game that make it work. So all of these little compartments will be little souvenir shops, and I think they mentioned as well little bars for food and beverage.
Yeah.
I think this is what we're going to be hanging out. We won't be on the pitch.
I think normally people will gear up. You will wear the shirt, jersey, and then you will bring like bomb and stuff too. Yeah. So and we are finding the stairs to go up to give you a different look.
Exactly. So this is really totally under construction. I don't know if you guys can still.
And that's why the signal is not stable here, and also they don't have electricity yet. So you can see this is like really bare.
And this is one of the. So this will normally be one of those kind of emergency exit staircase that will be in place in the future. So another thing that you guys will probably won't experience, but we'll experience it for you. All right, let's go up. So the signal is going to be a bit bad because it's all very concrete and very still. But they actually mentioned that, you know, the walls, they're not actually going to paint it.
Really? Yeah, they go over. Guys, we're back. We know that we lost you for a bit because we were climbing out the stairs, but
as if by magic, we just apparatus here.
But we're now at the 4th floor, so I want to take you with the camera, take a look at where we were. So we were at the platform. We heard the truck is now going.
We walked very fast.
Yeah, we walked
to the 4th floor, I have to say.
So that was where we were. So you can see. Get a feel of the height as well as this is 4th floor. So as our architect just has mentioned that this will be where the home base fans be
this
sitting.
Is a die-hard fan. So we're a die-hard fan right now. So the post is just beneath us as well. So you can actually see when you're up here, you can actually see the sheer size of the stadium and also the pitch. I think when you're right in the middle, you don't have that kind of feeling. But I think when you're actually standing here, I don't know how many meters we're above ground right now, it kind of hits you.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine then.
And then we don't have any fans in front of our seat, so we feel kind of very empty.
This is a perfect view. All we're missing is a bunch of guys or girls kicking football down there. And it'll be perfect, or maybe with popcorn and everything.
Yep.
But I think here we can actually get a better view of the seating area. And I think our cameraman is also giving us shots of the left side of the field from there. So that's the east side, I think. And I think they mentioned second and that middle row is reserved for the VIP,
section
right?
that you can see columns like going down from the 2 levels that had that have banners hanging are for the VIPs.
Yeah, the VIPs. So, and the VIPs and the VVIPs, and also I think there'll be some reserved for media partners as well.
Oh yeah, they actually mentioned having actually broadcast room in here, which would be super convenient for us. And I want to wave at the camera. No, so pretending you're actually sitting here, I'm just invisible chair, and no one is blocking me. You know?
Oh, I should be. Oh, yeah. And I'm here, and she's not blocking me either. I'm just like, she's not in my view at all.
This is the view we want to get, but we don't have.
And we start cheering.
Yeah. I think even though I stand up, I won't block the reveal. Yeah.
Even if I sit, or maybe it's just because we're not that tall either. That might be the reason. Yeah. But it's definitely a big factor because obviously whenever, especially when I'm standing as well, when you cheer.
Like if you saw a goal and then you're just like, woohoo! And then,
Exactly, and you can see the first view. I think the first floor is definitely also for, I think, die-hard fans. Look how close they are to the pitch.
Yeah.
So when I spoke with one of the managers here in the stadium, they said the first row to the pitch will only be 8 meters.
Oh.
So can you imagine how close that is? Because back in the day...
So pretty much that means if they throw a jersey very hard, you might be able to catch it.
Exactly. Or if you throw like a water bottle, you might actually be able to throw it onto the field. But don't do that, guys.
Don't do that. Popcorn!
Definitely, I think it's like it's 8 meters because before there was track and field. So you had the running, the tarmacs underneath. So it was a lot further to the pitch. And also I think when they host concerts here, imagine how close you are to your favorite pop star or celebrity.
Yeah, but obviously we will be occupied until like 2023 and after that concert. But before that, it's all.
But you know, for Gongti, like a weird bit of trivia, the nerd that I am, I think the first Western band that hosted in China, in Beijing, was Wham! From the UK. Do you know Wham?
No.
You know the one that goes, wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like
So did you come here?
No, I was too young. I wasn't born then.
I was like, what?
Yeah, that was in the 80s. So that was like the first foreign band. And then they had a lot more kind of overseas artists that came here. And this was literally the place you have to be if you're artist from anywhere. This is kind of to say you made it.
You made it to China, and you made
it big in the pop scene.
Oh, okay.
So even if you're a domestic or international artist, this is what you wanted to perform in front of. Back in the days, it was I think 65,000 audiences, or maybe more actually, because you can actually have people standing on the pitch during concerts. And I think I actually came here. I've not watched a match here, but I've actually came here for other things, for like concerts. So Mariah Carey played here, and I think I was sitting on one of the sides during Mariah Carey's concert, and like Zhang Hui-mei, she played here as well, and a lot of, I mean, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, they've all played here. So this place is definitely big, and also, so if you're not into football and you still want to come here, it's definitely an experience, because especially, you know, at night, when people have their lights out and starts waving and then sing, you just kind of start tearing.
Yeah. So the stadium will be used for the opening and closing ceremony, as well as the final for the Asian Cup happening here next year. And I checked that you just also shared that 24 teams will be playing, and there will be a total of 10 cities, and the entire game will last a month. A month, from June 16th to July 16th. So something to look.
This is definitely, and there'll be a match going on in every city, because China is big, but we'll definitely spread them around so everyone can go to the match. I mean, there's the famous things like Qingdao, Dalian, where they have really good teams like Guangzhou, or Tianjin, which is closer. So definitely check that out. But this is where the main opening and final.
Yeah, but and then afterwards it will be the home base for Beijing Guan, definitely.
Definitely, and also
new stadium. So jealous.
You see that little hole there? No, it was Xiaomen on the floor. You know that little opening, that tunnel?
Yeah.
That will be where the players enter. So that is going to be the
I think it's
tunnel.
On the right-hand side of ours.
Yeah, can you see that?
Yeah.
So that's where people come come onto the pitch. So I'll be standing there.
Yeah.
Getting my autographs. Getting my handshakes.
Yeah.
All right, but guys, we're not just stopping here on the 4th floor.
Yeah, we're giving you a
only
and special. I think we're the first one to go up there, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That's like
because
a very
you guys are
special
with us, you get the preferential treatments.
Yeah. So again, we might lose you.
Yeah, might lose you but
in a bit because we are going inside. As we just mentioned, there aren't that many signal little bars set up yet. So,
but seriously, it's totally worth it. So stick with us because we're taking you to the very top.
Very top of the city.
Oh, this is so exciting. Do you have vertigo though? I have a bit of a fear of heights.
Yeah.
I might be
and then adding a sidebar story, it was so windy up there, and then the other day we go up there to check out what it feels like. And then Angela said, oh, it's totally not windy up there. And I actually shot a video saying it's like so windy that you can hear it in the video. So we're going inside.
But I was so scared. I was so scared up there that I literally couldn't. I lost my senses. I think that's the problem. guys are doing to give you guys the best experience.
Yeah. And then check out what we're climbing to.
Risking our little lives.
Yep.
But it's so worth it.
But this is not it. We're still going up, walking.
I think that was it.
Yep.
Have one more. All right, let's head up.
And let's go.
Be careful. This is a lot safer.
But not afterwards.
Gosh. Have to like control my expression to appear as if I'm not scared.
Secure your phone, please.
Oh, God.
And we are now on top of the stadium. And then this is like a security net that they use to protect things that are falling. So, for example, if there's like a bucket fall on the net, they can catch them. But we are now already on our way to the top of the stadium.
This is also the I think the last row of seats for the audience, and you can actually see there's still a perfect view. Probably not for someone that's a bit short-sighted. Well, obviously they'll have screens around here as well.
You will bring telescope.
Binoculars,
and also,
right?
Monoculars, yeah, what am I thinking? And also, they say they will hand 2 big screens for viewers in case you're sitting so far behind. But let's keep walking.
Yeah. I'm just like doodling.
Let me protect you behind. Yeah.
I'm just,
in case you
fall, I'm like a bit reluctant to go up. I'm like, oh, let's look at the last rows of seats and not head up like 40 meters above ground.
Yeah.
Oh. But definitely, I think my first time going up to the roof of a stadium. I don't know if you guys have, any of you have been on to these
what they call on top of the stadium, they normally call it catwalk. I got my experience for checking out a lot of times at the Wukesong Stadium for ice hockey.
Yes.
So and the girls who the person who is managing the catwalk is actually 2 girls.
Oh wow!
I was like, wow, you guys walk up here every day.
That's impressive. I mean, they give it such a glamorous name as well, catwalk, but I'm definitely not doing my catwalk here.
But in Chinese, they actually call ma dao. It's actually for people, for its function, it's maintenance and also hanging cameras and lighting.
Trail, right?
Yeah, so for you to walk up there and fix whatever you need to fix.
I'm trying to do a strut down the catwalk, but failing miserably because I feel my knees buckling already. There's definitely a sense of vertigo. But can you imagine when the stadium is packed with 68,000 people, sorry, what that would be like looking down? Oh, this is a hard part.
Like you can see through.
I don't know if our camera man can actually see. So actually walking along this catwalk, which is completely see-through, I am completely fine. Everyone's completely fine.
I think to give people a comparison, so I think half at the Wukesong Stadium is like the half of the height of here.
Oh, really?
So it's like, no, I just want to make a feel of being standing here because I stand at on top of Wukesong Stadium too. So it's about 40 meters from the top to the ground. So this is way higher than that. Yeah.
Do you have a fear of heights or?
Yes, but not for work. Just for our audience.
We're braving
I got the bravery.
But here you can actually see all the structure.
Yeah, I want to point a camera to the structure right here.
Yeah. So this is very new. This is like tinseled roof. So this is like hosted by tension. So a lot of roofs, they're held by different things in different stadium, and this is definitely all by like kind of these cables, these structures.
And they say the code that is already on right now is for fire safety.
Yeah, so it's white.
It's very safe here too.
I think you mentioned like your solar panels are also going to go along the outer rims, right?
Yeah.
And this is also to basically to keep the rain from the audience. I mean, I was reading like the FIFA regulations on stadiums being built.
But I'm so curious because it looks empty now. So would they like have a coat over it, like a cover over it?
They'll have like glass covers over it, so it'll be clear because as specified on the FIFA regulations.
Okay.
So it's such a dork, but because like you know when you're watching football matches on TV and then especially when it's very bright outside, bright and sunny, and then it comes in the afternoon, then you get that shadow on the pitch. It actually really affects kind of TV broadcasting, and probably the players not so much, but also for the TV broadcasting because you have such a hard contrast. So to avoid having a roof and being able to not affect the final kind of quality, compromise that, they put in like clear roofs over it, and also like how far these roofs extend, like the eaves of these roofs, how far they extend, it's also very particular as well. So there's so much science behind this, and we just kind of here for the fun.
So we want to also give you a sense where we were. So if you can see like the top layer of the seating, so like those little holes that we just came out, one of them that right beneath us, but we're now on top of that. So you can see how far we climbed.
Exactly. And and that is the tunnel I was saying. You see behind the crane, right, the red crane. That will be, I think, where the players will come out for their matches onto the pitch. This is very surreal.
We can take a little walk here to give you a feel.
Try not to wobble. And also we didn't mention kind of the outside exterior, because obviously today we're kind of inside the actual bowl, but they mentioned before it was like, beneath it was 130,000 square meters. And outside there's also going to be the old pond. So the greenish, they bring everything back.
The artificial lake.
Exactly. So this is not just a stadium, not just a football stadium or concert hall. This is going to be literally kind of a lifestyle facility to a lot of people in Beijing.
I think they also give it a name. It's either Pocket Park or Pocket Stadium. So it's like a little pocket inside the capital. Yeah.
That's cute.
Because obviously other parts like Chaoyang is quite old already in comparison to the landmark right here. So what they want to create is like you have a place to go. It's not just like malls and
100%.
restaurants, but at least you got some outdoor space for yoga to hang out. And also China is very promoting having a good fitness body,
Green
especially
kind of,
under a pandemic. You definitely want to have an outdoor space that you can hang out.
100%, and that's why they're moving everything kind of below ground. And especially here, it's like among the CBD area, it's very concrete. It's like a concrete jungle.
Yeah.
And we do have like parks missing, so this will definitely be a very comfortable kind of places. We'll probably visit. It's not too far, I think, from the office either.
Yeah.
I think I can see the office
Bike
here.
down the streets, slowly turning
we'll be hanging out
right.
here. This will be like my outdoor office. Because they'll have like running tracks along here, like ponds, green space, and also apparently they're bringing back all the bars.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there are no longer tracks inside, but I think they're planning to have more like for runners to run around it. So a lot of good things.
It's a living space. It's kind of, it has everything in it. So I'm so looking forward to when this is complete and when the entire thing is complete actually. So maybe I'll be living around here.
And I think this is a good spot to promote that, you know, our soccer is not that good yet, but I feel like having such facility as well as encouraging more people to give it a try out, because I just want to take the Winter Games as an example. There are so many kids now on figure skating, even like adults like me. Like I give it a try on figure skating. So
good.
It's nice. So it gives you the opportunity to try out different things, to be on a soccer field, and you know, frisbee and also other sports are so popular in China now. So this is definitely an opportunity to get your hands on, and then after that, go grab a drinks with your friends.
Yeah.
Like,
because
so nice.
For like China is a huge football nation. I mean, we love our footballs, we love soccers, wherever you are, you call them. And I even remember when I was little, like my dad just literally at home watching the Guan teams or the national teams playing. So it's definitely a sign that we want more from the game, and it starts from the youth, I think.
So we are just wrapping up our live here.
Yeah, I think I just want to take a stroll along here.
Yeah.
Care to join me? And then we'll give you guys the view of the stadium, and hopefully we'll be able to see you here for the games or for the concerts. And if you see me on any of the seats in the rows, or if you see us on any of the seats, remember to say hi.
Yeah, so that's it
for now.
our
Goodbye.